Hello, welcome, Devil Sniper here, and this is episode number 9 of our career mode with West Ham United in season number 4. And I haven't been banned by the FA, as you would have seen in episode number 8. Arsenal got away with a very, very dodgy handball decision, which resulted in them having a penalty and Podolski scoring. I issued a formal complaint to the FA and spoke out to the media, and it didn't go down very well, but I didn't get a touchline ban. What I did get was a £30,000 fine, and I want to thank DG for coming to my rescue and paying £30,000. They are cracking, chairman. They put up with my touchline bans and my outbursts, which is fantastic. They really do support me as a manager, and it's a pleasure to work for them. And they also do provide a fantastic tea kitty where we can afford lots of Jaffa cakes, lots of Oreos, lots of tea bags, and lots of Twinkies, which you can now find in Canada, which aren't quite the same, but hey ho, what can you do? Anyway, we have to concentrate on more important things. Look at the table, that looks absolutely majestic, and we have a tough game against Tottenham, and the boys are really, really up for this, hoping to prove if they get a result against Spurs that they could be a top 3 side. Bearing in mind we did finish 4th in the Premier League last season. The ball is with Adrian on the left hand side. He uses his silky samba skills to try and break past Kyle Walker, but he feeds the ball into Filippo. The ball nearly went out, but Filippo cuts down left hand side, nothing on, feeds it into Casemiro. Casemiro has nothing on. He then spies Gudetti. Gudetti rolls his defender, turns on. That's a great save by the Spurs goalkeeper. Must say, John Gudetti rolling his defender and getting that shot away. He has to be the best in the Premier League. I can't think of any player in the world who is probably as good at him as doing that. Speaking of majestic, oh my days, the skill by Filippo there to get out of a tight position was magnificent. The ball's with Adrian on the left-hand side, but Kyle Walker uses his electric pace to get back in front of him and clear the ball. That was a great shame. But the ball's fed out to the right-hand side with Kyle Walker. He knocks the ball long over the top to Adebayor. Oh my days. Tottenham nearly scored there. Butland was a little bit lax coming out to collect the ball, and Adebayor headers it just wide, which was a great shame for the Spurs point of view, but fantastic from the West Ham point of view. And Tottenham are launching another attack. The ball's fed into Adebayor, and Adebayor knocks it into Asua Koto, and he unfortunately scores. And we go in at half-time. Spurs 1, West Ham United 0. Gotta say, it was a very, very even first half. Spurs didn't look as good as West Ham. West Ham were making all the running, and unfortunately we got caught out. But Elliot Hewitt has the ball. He knocks into Gudetti. Gudetti feeds the ball into Filippo. Filippo turns right, has nothing on, comes back on himself, shapes to shoot, and it looked like that was Gudetti who defended that ball for Spurs there. That was very, very unfortunate. But Adebayor has the ball on the left-hand side. He's being monitored by Tompkins, who is absolutely audacious. The ball is just chipped over the top. Sandro's clean through. He slots it wide. Oh my days, that could have been game, set and match for Spurs right there. Sandro putting the ball wide. Filippo has the ball about 25-30 yards out. He's nothing really on. Feeds it into Benzir. Benzir accelerates past Vertonghen. Gets the shot in. And what a save by the Spurs keeper. And now we pick up the ball with Kolka, ex-Spurs player, feeding it into Bruno Martin Indy. Indy has to cut inside. He feeds the ball into Ravel Morrison. Ravel Morrison moves forward. He knocks it into Benzir. Benzir goes round the defender, tries to get the shot away, and that looked like a clear handball to me there by the Tottenham defender, but the referee waved play on. Ravel Morrison has the ball. He's trying to get past on the left-hand side, but he has nothing on. Has to cut back on himself. Looks to shape to shoot. Goes for the finesse of the top corner, and unfortunately that goes about 8 feet wide, and the referee brings time on the game, and unfortunately Spurs run out. 1-0 winners over West Ham. It's a great shame because West Ham really did make all the running in that game and looked the better side, but as we all know, you don't get nothing without goals, and you can be the best team in the planet, but if you don't score, you don't get the points. And Fabio comes to me and says he's not going to extend his contract. Just want to point out one simple thing. EA, I never offered him a fucking contract, you wankers. And apart from that, I'm quite disappointed. I've got to say, I thought he was doing really well. He's done 2 loan stints, and he's done really, really well on loan, and I was hoping that he would be quite happy to stay at West Ham, but at this moment in time he doesn't want to stay, so we'll see how that progresses and see what happens with that situation. As you can see, we've really changed up the side, really put in a different looking side, and hopefully it's going to pay off, because we can't afford to really take this game too light. I mean, it's Doncaster in the Capital One Cup, but hey, we've definitely got strength and depth. We pick up the ball early doors with Eduardo. He feeds it into Gabs, and Gabs doesn't get the goal. It takes a slight ricochet, falls to Isco, and Isco just slots the ball home. in a fantastic fashion. Great play there by Eduardo. Great ball through to Gabs. Gabs shapes to shoot. Yes, he took a great deflection there off the defender. And we go in at half-time leading 1-0 and looking very, very comfortable, playing very good football and just keeping it very, very simple. But Doncaster come out the second half, meaning business. And speaking of business, Stefan with an absolutely huge tackle. But he's caught out of position. Hewitt's trying to cover him. Doncaster on the left-hand side, they get the ball over. That's a great cross, and that is a well-deserved and well-worked equaliser. Doncaster in the second half have come out and shown that they mean business. Stefan went in with a huge tackle. Managed to get the ball, but put himself out of position, and we were utterly punished for it. But Gabs has the ball in the centre of the park, moving out to the right-hand side. Nothing on. Feeds it into Benzir. Benzir rolls his defender. Oh, my days. Top corner. What a great goal. 2 minutes after Doncaster score. West Ham strike back with a fantastic goal. Gabs never giving up. Knocks the ball into Benzir. He just rolls his defender in a John Gudetti style, or John Gudetti style. And he manages to slot the ball in the top corner. Fantastic result. Doncaster 1, West Ham 2 at full time, and we're in the next round, which is fantastic. And now we have an extremely tough game. We have to play Southampton at home and bounce back after the defeat in the league against Tottenham. And as you'll see, Bassi is making his appearance against his old club along with Collison, so it should be quite a good game. Hopefully they will have a bad game and we will have an excellent game. It's nice to see Southampton have got Vorm in goal. He's been in spectacular form this season. And looking at the table, you know, Spurs now moving up to second place. Manchester United haven't lost or dropped a point all season, and unfortunately we've dropped 4.5 points this season. But that's a great corner in, swung into the back post, great defensive out. Filippo has the ball, using his silky skills, breaks into the box. Southampton have given him too much time and space. You can't do that with Filippo. You just cannot do that when Filippo is in that box. What a fantastic finish by Filippo. Given way too much time, way too much space inside the penalty box, and he punishes Southampton with a fantastic goal. Casemiro was the silky skills, feeds the ball into Gudetti. Gudetti knocks it into Gabs. Gabs gives a shot. That's a great save by the Southampton keeper, and the referee awards a free kick. But that was fantastic play by Gabs. Quick free kick given there by the referee. Eduardo knocks the ball out to Gabs. Gabs feeds it into Filippo. Filippo knocks it back into Gabs, marauding down the left-hand side. Great interplay by the two. He cuts back inside. It's open up for him. They're not closing him down. Gabs is surely going to shoot. Oh my days, he's hit the post. What a shot by Gabs. Just showing his pure class and why he's been brought back to his one love, which is West Ham. Gabs has the ball, knocks it into Gudetti. Gudetti cuts into the centre of the field. Nothing really on. Feeds it into Filippo. Filippo has time and space, but he gets dispossessed quite easily. Southampton try to break down left-hand side, and the referee blows the whistle for half-time. And at half-time, it's West Ham 1, Southampton 0. Southampton were very lax, gave too much time and space to Filippo, and he punished them. And we join the play with Casemiro, having to turn back on himself in the centre of the park, marauding forward, looks like he's going to shape to shoot, has the crack, and that is an almighty save from Vorm in the Southampton goal. Fantastic save. Filippo looks to be taking the corner. He's obviously going to be going for the back post, where you've got Tompkins and Kolka. Great ball in. Comes down to Tompkins. Tompkins gets possessed. It falls to Gabs. Oh my days, 49 minutes gone, and that was an absolute crackerjack goal by Gabs. Great goal by Gabs. Always in and about that box. He's just like a little predator. Always in the right place at the right time. Tompkins went for the shot. Great defensive tackle there by Southampton. But it fell to Gabs, and that was all she wrote with his left foot, straight in the bottom corner. Filippo has the ball in the centre of the park, feeds it into Casemiro, who's had an absolutely audacious game. He has to move out to the right-hand side. He feeds it back into Filippo. Filippo with a silky turn, knocks it into Gudetti. Gudetti passes defender. Oh my days, 3-0 to West Ham, and that is an absolutely cracking goal from John Gudetti. And great play from Casemiro and Filippo in the centre of the park. Absolutely brilliant. Nice piece of skill there by Filippo, turning the player. Great first touch by Gudetti. The second touch is to strike it in the bottom corner, which was magnificent. Eduardo in the centre of the park, feeding it into his teammate Casemiro. Casemiro again into Filippo. Filippo turning left and right, feeds the ball into Gudetti. Gudetti's rolled his defender. He's broken into the box. And oh my days, Gudetti just does not miss once he's in that box. What an absolutely crackerjack goal. Great play again from Casemiro and Filippo. Great turn and roll of the defender by Gudetti. And a great finish. And we absolutely love that. 4-0 to West Ham. And that is where we finish the episode. Hope you enjoyed that, guys. And I will catch you tomorrow for another exciting episode. Cheers.